Hello there, my beautiful friends. How are you? Welcome back to Sacred Knowledge Tarot. I am so happy and excited to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria and I do these readings every week. All right, everyone, get ready for the most powerful solar eclipse this year. It's happening on March the 29th, and it's coming in with a new moon in the sign of Aries. Okay, this is going to be where we feel a fire being ignited within us. And to me, I feel this is where a lot of breakthroughs happen for us. These breakthroughs first come with tension and then explosions. So in a sense, it's not a gentle nudge from the universe this month, everyone. It's going to be a fiery, soul-stirring initiation. So I really want you to get ready for this and think about the things that you desire to experience in your life, because you're going to be stepping into that power as a co-creator and co-creating them with spirit. So what I wanted to do today is share some messages around this solar eclipse with you. And I've pulled some decks through my morning meditation, and we're going to get right into this and see what it is that you are meant to know around this solar eclipse. All right, Leo, let's call in spirit and open up your reading. Let's see what it is that spirit wants to share with you around this solar eclipse. So we're going to start with a surrender card. See what it is that you could surrender in your life in order to create room for new. Okay, so we are starting here with surrender to silence. Surrender to silence, my friends. The message here is, in quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. So once again, in quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. So I feel here Spirit is calling you to silence the mind, the noise that constantly is floating around in our head, right? Sometimes we get stressed out or worried because we're thinking too many thoughts. And what Spirit is calling you to do is to create this peace, calm, tranquil energy within your mind, in your heart, and allow yourself to connect with Spirit through that. Okay, so meditation here is going to be very important for some of you. Breathing exercises are also coming in as a form of meditation, as a form of silencing the noise, right? So let's pull some tarot cards and see what else is coming through. So we're getting the 10 of Swords. Some of you may be experiencing a rock bottom energy, a tough time. And this is that breakthrough moment that is happening for some of you, where you're going to feel tension, where you're going to feel the explosion, right? And through that explosion comes the breakthrough, comes the new perspective, comes new information. And you're actually leveling up and moving into a new cycle in your life through this experience of the 10 of Swords. So you're going to have to share with me how this energy is coming into your life, Leo. Okay, so the 10 of Swords, we've got a new beginning. There's some stress and worry around this. I feel that some of you are in an experience where you're really, you have a busy and noisy mind. There's a lot of things that you are stressing and worrying about. And maybe it has to do with a rock bottom energy. So there's a lot of swords here within these cards, everyone. These are swords and energies that you want to be mindful and aware of, because they could be distorting your reality or what's being reflected to you. Okay, so the 9 of Swords, and we also have the Ace of Wands. Inspiration, a new beginning here, a new way of moving through your reality. This is you also manifesting and you stepping into your power as the authority of your life. Okay, you're meant to take action on something that's been sitting within you for a long time. And I feel recently you have rehashed a memory, rehashed a passion or an idea. And this is an energy that's been within you. It feels like a fire has been ignited. And you're meant to take action on it. You're meant to rise back up. You're not meant to stay down, okay? So Ace of Wands here. Now, I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, but you will also receive your own messages. So look at that, Leo. Surrender to silence. All right, so I feel some of you are already in a silent space. Perhaps you're someone that doesn't talk too much. You're more of an observer. You take information in and you kind of sort through it. You make sense with the information in your own way, and you're able to interpret that through what you see in the world. This is really interesting how I'm seeing it, because the reflection of what you're visualizing in your mind and how you're piecing it together, you're aware of how that's being reflected to you. That's what they're saying here. So before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs. So yeah, I feel some of you are going through the dark night of the soul energy, or you have already gone through it and you're sharing your story with others. Maybe you're helping somebody in their life right now that has hit rock bottom. This is what I'm getting here with this energy. It's very heavy. It weighs us down. It doesn't feel good. And sometimes we feel like we can't get back up from this experience that we had or are having. But Spirit is wanting you to know that you are supported. We've got divine light, angels, guidance, safety, and support, and power coming in. These energies are supporting you in getting back up. They don't want you to give up here, Leo. No matter how awful your situation may be, you are going to come through this. You're going to get out of this. You're going to find your way through this. But you have to apply your power. You have to put that energy into getting back up and moving forward. Okay? I feel this might have to do with a failure, maybe some sort of a setback, some sort of interference, or there's like a lot of many things that may have happened that have contributed to this downfall energy. And it doesn't have to be a negative experience either, right? Some of us are having a negative experience with this energy of the Ten of Swords. Others, we're having an experience that feels a little bit overwhelming. You might not be able to make a sense of it. Maybe it's confusing, or it feels like it's not exactly what you wanted, but you're here anyways, and you can level up from it, right? You can move forward from it. This is also a leveling up point for some of you where the pressure is on and you experience the breakthrough through this more intense, it feels like pressure. What I'm feeling is a lot of pressure, and then the break happens. And through that break is where the everything happens. So this is the beginning of everything for some of you. Okay? It doesn't feel like it because this feels like it's a heavy, hard, it feels like a struggle here, but no, you are going to get through this. You're very strong. You're much stronger than you realize. And you want to make sure that you are implementing silence in your life, meditation, breath work. You're spending time centering yourself, by yourself, coming back to yourself is what Spirit is saying, because what I'm getting is a lot of words being spoken. I'm getting chitter chatter. I'm getting, I don't know if you're talking to a few people here, Leo, opinions, criticisms, judgments. I'm seeing a lot of things coming in and weighing you down. And what I'm also getting here is parental figures, things that they have said, a life that you created because you thought this was the life for you, because someone told you that this is what you need to do. This is why I'm getting parental figures, or even friends or a spouse. And you're coming to this point in your life where some of you feel like you're not living the life that you truly wanted to live. So I'm seeing you shifting direction here. And this shifting of direction is coming in with a lot of pressure in order for something to kind of fall away and open you up to this new experience. Okay, so something is closing out. There's a completion happening here, and you're about to level up in your life. This doesn't feel like an ascension moment, but it's actually an ascension that is happening. It's just as you're moving up, we've got these heavy swords on you that make you feel like as you're moving up, things are much more heavier. And these swords have to do with your mental plane here, Leo. Be mindful of the thoughts that you're thinking, the energy that you're putting towards some of the things that you're thinking and feeling. Because when we dwell in this energy that doesn't feel good, it's a lower vibration, stress and worry around something that you might be experiencing. Maybe you're focusing too hard on it. Maybe there's a problem in your life right now, and it's, everything in your life may be falling apart because of this one little thing. And maybe there's like obsession around it, or this like overthinking around it, and it's just creating havoc in your life. Focus this energy to something else. We have to clear this out of your mind. You have to silence your mind of these thoughts. Okay. And I feel some of you, it's time to talk to somebody about this, to actually get this off your chest, to actually communicate what it is that's going on within you. Some of you may need to seek professional help around this, right? To talk to a therapist, a counselor, maybe even a psychiatrist, to sort through some of the things that you're working through in your mind even. And then I'm seeing some of you that are worried. There's an energy here of someone that is supporting another person that might be going through an experience in their life that is extremely difficult, right? And this tension and worry. So within these two cards, Spirit is calling you to release and let go of these energies and lighten the load that you're carrying right now, because it is going to affect you physically. And I'm seeing some of you not being able to sleep. And I'm seeing some of you dealing with sleep paralysis or having nightmares. There's like this repeating nightmare for some of you, or a repeating feeling of dread, this feeling of, it's not a good feeling is what I'm getting here. And it is disturbing your energetic flow here and the vibration that you are flowing in your reality. So this is where Spirit is wanting you to get a hold of this. This has to do with your thoughts, Leo. I really feel that there is something that you have been focusing on a lot lately, something that you have been thinking about. And you might not even know that you're thinking about it, because a lot of times we're on autopilot and we're not aware of the thoughts that we are thinking, where we're focusing our time and energy towards, right? So when you become aware of something that you're thinking about and it isn't in alignment with what you're wanting to experience, it's getting in the way of you in that experience. So you have to shift that thought and turn it into the opposite of what you're thinking. This takes practice. I remember when I was younger, I had a lot of, I'm always in my head, right? I'm always coming up with ideas, and I'm my best when I am in creative mode, inspired and imagining the possibilities of the things that I can create. This is where I feel really good in. And anytime I have something negative or something happens and I'm focusing on it, then I start to see my world start to shift and confirm that thought, that experience I'm having in my mind. So it's really important that you be aware of the thoughts that you're thinking and the emotions these thoughts are creating, because everything is connecting and then creating that experience for you. They want you to bring the light into your life as well. So whether this is you opening your curtains and allowing the sunlight in, or this is you clearing your space that you spend most of your time in, but there needs to be a clearing of energy in your space that you spend most of your time in. So whether this is you grabbing Palo Santo or sage and clearing the energy around you and just clearing the clutter that may be in your life right now, because this will make you feel a little bit better. It'll allow chi to flow smoother into your home, into your space. And healing is coming through this energy as well. So I feel some of you are going through a major spiritual healing journey right now, whether you're aware of this or not. And I feel the spiritual healing journey is going to reveal itself to you through some of the information that you're going to gather, some of the things that are going to happen that you become aware of or see in your life, because you have created silence, calm, tranquility within yourself. Prayer here is going to be really big as well. I don't know if any of you pray. Affirmations, these are also going to be powerful. So the more that you put attention and focus onto prayers, onto affirmations, visualizations, I like to have vision boards, and having these positive energies around that you can look at, it reinforces what you're wanting to experience in your life, right? The affirmations, the prayers, the meditations, whatever mindful practices that you can implement in your life is going to help you shift your life, okay? And I also feel some of you have been in a space or energy of darkness. I actually made a reading about this, a collective reading around this darker energy that many of us have experienced. You're meant to work with this dark energy. You're not meant to resist it or try to control it or fight it. They want you to flow, surrender to it. And the guidance that you need is going to come to you, but you have to create silence in your mind in order to connect with spirit. When we have too much going on in our mind, then spirit has a hard time communicating with us. Spirit communicates through subtleties. They're the quiet echoes and the whispers in our lives, right? So we have to have silence in order to hear them, right? So again, there's an elevation, and some of you are going to experience this heightened awareness, this heightened sensitivity to energy. So what I'm getting here is a super empath. Your gift is either developing or strengthening. And what you're meant to do is put energy into balancing that energy within yourself. Okay? You are elevating in energy, and I do feel that some of you are going to have, this feels like a blissful experience. I don't know if any of you have said recently that, oh my gosh, this was so blissful. This feels like I'm living in bliss. Everything is working in my favor. I may be hearing someone's affirmations here, but it's elevating your energy, and you're going to have a completely new experience in your life. There's definitely something new that is manifesting, something that is forming. Okay, and this has to do with the solar eclipse. So what's happening is a solar eclipse has had some of you plunge into the darkness and hit the ground. And as you're hitting the ground, there's a new experience of, okay, I'm here in the darkness. There's nothing here. How am I going to get myself back out of this experience? And there's light. This energy is light. They want you to follow that light. They want you to follow your joys and excitements, the things that make your heart sing, okay? You are someone who has the strength, that has the power to get out of any situation you might be in through your problem solving, through positive reinforcements in your life, through the actions that you take, through the energy that you put out there, right? The way that you show up in your reality as well is going to count on how you experience it. So right now, Leo, how are you choosing to show up in your life's experience? Are you showing up in the energy of love and abundance, of understanding, being open and receptive to the lessons that are coming in within the experiences you're having? Or are you closed off, thinking that this is a negative experience and feeling the energies of scarcity, worry, and stress, and kind of diving in and intertwining with those energies? We have the power to control our thoughts, our emotions, and our actions. And these are the things that unfold our reality in our life. And I feel that your actions here are going to speak louder than the words that you are speaking. Okay, so actions are going to speak louder than words. And I feel there's an initiation happening here within this energy of the Ace of Wands. It's almost like you are committing or you're initiating, and you're stepping into this version of yourself that understands and knows what kind of energy that you have to put into whatever project, whatever experience you're going to have. So I feel some of you have manifested a project. Maybe you're at the beginning stages of maybe starting a social media account, maybe a YouTube channel, or you're working on your garden. That could be a project for you. Or you're working with your hands somewhere, creating products that you're going to sell online. These could be candles. These could be herbs. Right? Maybe you're making some sort of a recipe that you're wanting to sell to others that is going to benefit them. I'm seeing some of you working on spells because I'm seeing words. I'm seeing they're like spells. They're being put out into the universe, and then they're taking shape, forming, and coming back. So this to me feels like spells. And I'm seeing somebody creating some sort of a concoction of something. And this has to do with health. It has to do with nature. I don't know what this is. You're going to have to share with me here, Leo. What is it that you're up to here? What is it that you are putting together? You know, what is this concoction that you are putting together? It feels like some of you might be experimenting. I'm seeing you weighing things. I feel this is a business owner. And there's a new experience or a new opportunity coming in with this experience, or you're creating this opportunity for yourself because this has been a dream you've had for a very long time. And I'm getting that maybe you lost your job. That's that rock bottom experience, or you're trying to figure things out. You're thinking about it. You're planning it, you're organizing it, and maybe you're stuck in that process and it's not leading you somewhere. But I'm seeing some sort of inspiration, idea, some sort of communication, some sort of information that comes to you that unlocks this door, and you can actually step into that and create it now. And what Spirit wants you to do is to be curious, to explore this passion, this whatever it is for you, to explore it a little bit more, learn more about it. And once you start doing that, everything is going to fall into place for you. Okay, this is what they're saying here. And dreams here are going to be big. I feel this is why some of you might be experiencing nightmares. The nightmares is like a closing off energy here. And what the Ace of Wands is bringing in our dreams, wishes, These are dreams that you might be having vividly, and I'm also getting outer body experiences here. So some of you might be astral projecting while you are dreaming, communicating to higher power, to spiritual beings in other realms, and even traveling from one timeline to another. I'm getting a time traveler coming in, and I'm getting the movie Time Traveler's Wife. I don't know if any of you have seen that. I really enjoyed that movie. But yeah, it feels like a time travel, and immediately I'm getting the time traveler's wife. Maybe there's a message in that movie, I don't know, but they're definitely showing me this. And I'm seeing some of you traveling. Perhaps you have traveled. Maybe you moved to an environment or a community, a city, a country. And this is an opportunity for you to build a new life there, to really show up in that energy in a new way, with a new perspective, with a new mindset. Maybe there's worry and stress around that for whatever reason. Spirit is wanting you to release and let go of that and step into your power as a co-creator and actively take on the role as a participant in this co-creation of this desired experience. Remember that Spirit is there co-creating with you, Leo. And right now, you're meant to co-create so much. And they want you to surrender to silence, because this is where you're really going to receive the messages that you're meant to hear around whatever it is that you might be going through in your life. Okay, so what I'm getting here is an expansion and elevation in your energy and a new experience that is coming in with that. And it is tied to the energy of abundance. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is pull a bonus card from the Soul Mirror Oracle deck. I'm going to read you the interpretation from the guidebook. This is the deck that Spirit called me to use in your reading today. So let's see what more Spirit wants to share with you. So we are getting here transformation, repressed and activated. You are moving through a transformation, and some of you might be seeing moths somewhere in your life. And you might be resonating with the image of this card as well. So we've got the crescent moon here above her head. This might mean something to some of you, and we've got the moon in the background as well. So transformation. Here we are. This is a time of deep transformation and cellular level soul activation. Your body may feel unsteady, your mind confused, and your spirit distanced. Take care of yourself and trust the process here. The world eagerly awaits your rebirth, and know that the universe is conspiring in your favor. You are the universe. Allow time to rest, recuperate, and surrender to this process, even though it may seem or feel difficult for you. Give yourself grace and nurture yourself during this time of important growth. Allow any fears to pass through and slip away. They will certainly pass. With your love and understanding, they will shift with ease because you honor who you are becoming. You will experience life as though through a new filter. Your senses will be heightened, your perspective will have changed, and your relationships may shift, and the world around you will be different to how you once saw it. See this as a blessing and an indication of how much progress you've made towards your true self and everything you have to offer. The world is waiting for you, Leo. Okay, so you're going through a major transformation in your life, and this is going to be a soul level activation initiation for you. Okay, so we've got some reflection messages here. Feel free to write these down, use them as journaling prompts. So in what ways have you already noticed shifts in your perspective, in your relationships, or how you perceive the world around you? How can you create space for rest and self-compassion as you move through this transformative process? What are some signs that are making progress towards embracing your true self? So that is the energy of transformation for you today, Leo. So we're going to close off now with an angel number. Some of you might be seeing this angel number in your life. This is going to give you your confirmation and guidance. And if you do see this number, this is your message today. So this one really wanted to speak. Trust and release. Spirit is asking you to trust and release, Leo. 3939, if you're seeing this number, this is your message. It's time for you to start letting go of baggage. What no longer serves you does not belong in your life anymore, so you have to let it go. Embrace the new. You're moving on to new experiences, new adventures in your life, new opportunities. Spirit is also letting you know that these new opportunities, this new beginning for you is not dangerous. Sometimes we have fear around it. It isn't dangerous. You want to set the fear aside and allow yourself to walk into this new experience in your life, Leo. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video today, you're also going to enjoy some of these videos I've posted here for you. So I do feel there are messages that Spirit is wanting to relay to you. And if you choose to, these definitely are going to have something that you're going to be able to carry forward with you. So enjoy.